Cummins, and they came and serviced it, and we're gonna be on a contract that will have it
They'll be serviced yearly.
yearly, that it hasn't been done for. So, that would kept on top of it.
You gotta throw like a routine where you started. Make sure
It starts on its own, the machine starts on its own,
Yeah, I know.
does it all by itself, yeah.
Okay.
Hold on a second, please.
So if there's a jam, has a remote to go down, they don't even have to turn the timer. I know, sure they do, but I'm just saying.
It would probably cost
Actually, we do not.
We're not voting for
The sheriff's department. Dave came over.
Wasn't bonded, correct?
You know, Dave.
No, he said he doesn't remember the service.
He'll sign the paper, that's all.
Okay, moving on to old business, we've got 5 items to cover, so. The first item is the town website. We discussed at the special meeting on the 26th. And we said we would take a vote to confirm that we agreed to move forward with creating, implementing a website dedicated to keeping the citizens informed regarding the business of running the town of Metaline and promoting attractions and events in North Pend Oreille County. If there is no further discussion, the chair will entertain a motion to move forward with the project.
I'll make a motion to move forward with the project of creating a town website.
I'll second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Second item is an executive meeting regarding RCW 4230-110F on employees. And the pertinent part of that would be the RCW, which is also like a subheading on there of RCW 4230-140-4. The discussion by the governing body on salaries and wages. And setting the salary of an individual employee, that action shall be taken in a meeting open to the public. We have looked for a contract with our water and sewer maintenance man, JP, but we have been unable to locate one. I don't recall the date. We reached a verbal agreement with him, but with formal approval from the council that he will be salaried. We had that he will be a salaried employee starting at $22 an hour, I believe, or is it
$22.75.
$22.75 an hour, based on 40-hour work week. Several council members and I recall that we had promised to consider an unspecified raise in 90 days. We've not done that. We've also said we would further augment his salary when he's become certified as a water system operator and again when he's certified as a sewer plant operator. And if I can make a recommendation, I recommend raising his salary. At the time when I wrote this, I thought it was $22, up to $25 an hour. Retroactive to the date that corresponds to the 90-day following his hiring date. I would also like to...
About what he's doing. He's doing the work of 2 operators. He does have his, what he's doing. He's doing the work of 2 operators. He does have his cross control specialist license. He is licensed in that. He does the 2 plants, plus he is our maintenance man and our groundskeeper. That is 4 positions. He is far on the paper. And he has done so much troubleshooting. He, like I said, he got a hold of Cummins. We have replaced so many things that have gone neglected for so long here. And again, I implore anybody on this council that wants to, or doesn't even want to please come to the plants with us. You cannot begin to understand, especially the wastewater plant. There's a leak up there right now. Once it starts to freeze, He's gonna be slipping all over the place inside the plant.
You're rectifying that situation.
But he needs a new sink.
He needs a
He
new sink.
needs a new
to
sink.
I need some stuff to rectify, but yeah, working on it.
His working conditions up in the wastewater plant are,
We have had some real disasters.
yeah, and he needs new light, there are, out of all the light fixtures up there, I think 1.5 work. I think,
Okay.
so, no.
Let us know what it's gonna cost to get it fixed. We'll listen to you.
Yes.
So if we move to 30 now, would we also back pay from the 90 days? Or when we move to 30 now?
That was just something off the top of my
Right.
head.
I remember that we had discussed, I think, a $3 an hour raise at a certain time, like after 90 days or something. I can't remember specifically, but I would retro him like that $3 back to the 90 days of employment, and then starting today, give him an additional raise of
$5.
$5. Yeah.
I would like to move and say 10.
Total,
And
Yes,
then if we,
he is doing the job of 3 different people. We used to have 3 people doing this job.
if we
He's
move
doing that.
to 30, then are we still thinking $5 for each certification after that? So we'd be up to 40?
we were paying Delane almost 40. I think Delane was making 38 something,
Yeah.
and
Open him up.
So raise him 10, put him at 32.75. You can retro the 5 back or 3, whatever,
the 3 back.
the 3 back, the 90 days. But as of today, his next pay will be 32.75.
Total.
And I think he's well earned that,
Oh, yeah.
yes.
There's no
And then
question.
the check will reflect the retro pay.
The retro of the $3 back to the
Correct,
Okay.
correct.
It's gonna be complicated, but you can do it.
I'll be there with you.
Out of respect for JP, I think that he deserves a raise, and we need to consider that. Due to our financial situation in the town, a $10 like forward raise doesn't. I'd rather see something progressive after he passes each test.
Well, then the increments would be smaller.
If there's 5 tests and we do $3 each time, and we do, $3 today or whatever, then we're gonna be up to $18 after a certain amount of time. So, JP, you'd be able to tell us better. When I talked to John Kinney, he said that he thought there was 5 more tests and it would take about 2 years.
Yeah, yes, there is.
So
Several
a
more tests, yeah.
progressive plan like that would help us financially get some of these things that we have taken care of while giving.
We can resolve that at this meeting.
I'm gonna stay firm on 10.
Absolutely.
We were paying 3 people. We don't have 2 of those people any longer. And Mr. Kinney has chose to hang his license free of charge to us to help JP get his testing done. So that's not a cost out of our pocket at all.
We have 2 people on payroll right now.
That's it.
Okay, somebody want to just say that out loud so maybe she can write it down what we're gonna do, or have you
It's,
got
I'm
it?
kind of tracking it. I'm just waiting for your guys' final.
She's waiting for a
final choice.
verbal
You guys
agreement.
can
Okay,
discuss.
we wanna make a
I'm
motion.
staying at 10. That's where I'm at.
You guys have to vote.
Yes, you want to take make a motion
Vote.
to vote?
Yeah, because I don't think you
I
guys
have a
are in
question.
agreement.
Rick has a question.
Are we talking $10 starting today,
Yes.
but we're not going retroactive back?
We'll go retroactive on, get him up to $25 today. What we would owe him, I don't know, what is that? When did he sign on?
February?
February.
February.
Yeah.
So it'd be 3 months with an extra
$8.
$2.75 or 25 cents.
February, March,
He was
April,
making
May,
$22.75 if we
June,
retroed him back $3, that would have been
Continue.
to
Correct.
$25.75. Yeah.
Okay.
So the retroactive pay of 3 is just for 3
Bring-
months.
bring 'em up
That
to-
won't continue.
Right.
No, and then
Yeah.
as of today, he's,
Yeah.
I just don't know how to say that.
That's
so
why
it
it would
makes
be
sense.
easy just to do 10, get him at 32.75,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll go from there.
Starting today?
Yes.
No,
Okay.
no retroactive.
And forget the retroactive maybe. I don't know how JP feels about that.
I'm fine.
You've been working for,
I'm fine with whatever you guys do.
Well, we're gonna drop it.
I
down
just
to
know he
$3
chose not to leave us, and he jumped in, and he's been saving our butts.
Okay, so we need a motion to, which one of you guys?
I'll make a motion to raise JP's wages $10.
Will there be a second?
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, so
Well,
we're
that motion
raising
is passed.
$10.
No retro pay.
No retro?
No, they'll get retro for the $3.
Do you wanna still keep that?
That was what,
Yeah, that,
I was just gonna go 10 no retro.
10 no retro? Okay, it wasn't
To make
specified.
my life easier.
It'd be way easier.
Okay.
10 no retro.
Okay, no
My
retro,
vote's still no.
raise.
And he will be made full this way.
Okay, so this will go into effect November. Okay, we're raising it $10, correct?
motion is passed. Oh, wait, who's-
That was Janet and
Alicia.
thank you.
Okay, item number 3. I need some help wording this, Tim, but, okay. This is in reference to RCW 4230.110G. And it's to receive and evaluate complaints or charges against a public officer or employee. And however, upon the request of each officer or employee, a public hearing or a meeting open to the public should be conducted upon the complaint charge. A formal letter addressing the complaint has been written and approved. I think everybody's read it.
Has everybody read it?
Everybody's read it and approved by the mayor and the council. And I'm going to ask Tim Tyrell to... Terrell. I like Tyrell. But Terrell will further address the agenda item. I think we have to make a motion to approve the letter.
Yeah, I'd like to make a motion to approve the letter that's been written to Mr. and Mrs. Bassan as our official response to his complaints. Do I have a second?
I'm gonna abstain.
I'll second it.
She said-
Okay,
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Alicia.
I'll go ahead and read the letter to you, Mr. Bassan, if you'd like, or we can just send it to you.
Go ahead and read it, please.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Bassan, I included your wife because she was also in the complaint. Thank you for bringing your concerns forward. The town council values citizen input, and it's our responsibility to address such matters with transparency and reference to the laws that guide us. Below, we respond to each of your concerns you raised. Hang on, I got some notes. Your first complaint was about social media and Councilmember Sullivan. You noted that Councilmember Janet Sullivan has blocked you from her personal Facebook page, and that in the past she has posted town-related information to the Metaline, Washington 99152 page from that account. While the council does not regulate or control the personal accounts of its members, we understand your concern. Councilmember Sullivan has agreed that she will no longer post town business to the town's page from her personal account. You are not blocked from the Metaline, Washington 99152 page, where public information will continue to be available. As for Councilmember Sullivan's personal comments on Facebook, it is important to note that these represent her individual views and are protected under the First Amendment of the U.S. Constitution. They do not constitute the official position of the town council. Courts have consistently affirmed that elected officials retain their individual speech rights when speaking in a personal capacity. Your second complaint was the alleged serial meeting. You also expressed a concern after observing a quorum of council members socializing together on a private porch. The Open Public Meetings Act requires that the actions of public agencies be taken openly and that their deliberations be conducted openly. However, Washington Supreme Court has clarified that for a violation to occur, there must be a collective intent to transact official business. Simply socializing, even in the presence of a quorum, does not constitute a serial meeting, unless town business is being discussed. That said, the council recognized the importance of public trust and has reminded all members of their obligations under RCW 42.30, which prohibits action by a governing body except in a meeting open to public. Council members, like all residents, are free to associate and socialize in private settings. The OPMA only applies if town business is being discussed with intent to take action. To ensure public trust, members have been reminded to avoid those discussions outside of properly noticed meetings, but social interaction alone is not prohibited. Public records request, your final complaint. Finally, you raised concerns regarding delays in responses to your public records requests. The Public Records Act requires agencies to respond promptly to requests and either provide the records, deny the request with explanation, or seek clarification if necessary. We acknowledge that your requests were not handled appropriately in the past by our former clerk, who is no longer employed with the town. The town has since directed our new clerk, Jade MacArthur, to handle all record requests in full compliance with RCW 42.56.520, which requires acknowledgement within 5 business days, and to ensure responses are complete and respectful. Please note, however, that the clerk position is part-time and has limited hours available for records management. Larger or more complex requests may require additional time given these staffing limitations. We've also reinforced the mayor's responsibility for oversight in this process to prevent further issues. While we regret your difficulties you've experienced, the council has determined that Councilmember Sullivan will remain in her role as Mayor Pro Tem. The steps outlined above represent the corrective measures the town has already taken to address your concerns and ensure compliance with state law moving forward. We appreciate your engagement with the town's governance and your commitment to accountability. Please know that your concerns have been heard, considered, and acted upon where appropriate.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Thank you.
Would you like a copy of it, Mr. Bill?
You can send it to me.
Okay, we'll send it to you.
Okay, Tim Terrell again. Tim Terrell has done a lot of work and research into crafting a draft policy regarding our expectations for conducting business and ensuring to the best of our ability that we are following financial oversight, best practices. I think you all have copies, and are there any objections or comments? Before I ask for a motion, I have one comment. I would like to ask Jay to help us see if it meets our expectations, and we'll readdress this thing like after the first of the year. Okay. Chair will entertain a motion to accept this policy.
I'll make a motion to accept this financial oversight and internal control procedure.
A second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yeah. Number 5, Jade.
I really wanted to tell everybody we had insurance, but we're close. Very, very close. It's on underwriting. I've dealt with underwriting 3 times now, so hopefully 3rd time's a charm. We are hoping to have a quote by Friday. So we're almost there.
And when we get that quote, is it active that day? Did she give you a timeline?
No, she has not been.
Okay.
We still don't have a price or anything.
We haven't gotten any, I haven't seen any numbers yet, but when I do, you guys know.
Okay,
We're so close.
and that'll be hopefully voted on next meeting.
Yeah, next
Right.
meeting.
Well, I would like to, right now, ask for a special meeting. I mean, the day we find out from the insurance company that they will have approved this and they've given us a quote, I'd like to have a meeting within 24 hours.
We're gonna have to be.
That's
It'd
okay with
probably have to be
everybody?
an emergency meeting.
It would.
Well,
At that point, it'd have to be like an emergency meeting.
I think that,
To
Special-
otherwise,
I don't
Special
think it
meeting, you
does.
can't move money.
It doesn't qualify for an emergency meeting.
well, I don't
I mean, there's no
Yeah.
know.
danger to human life.
We're not paying for it, right? So I mean, I would like to get a special meeting then.
Okay.
What is that, 48 hours? What's the?
24 hours.
24 hours, yes, okay.
Yeah, but we can't take action at the special
No.
meeting.
No,
We'll
We have to
wait
be
till the next
able,
regular meeting to vote on it.
you can't move money in a special meeting. You can talk
But at least
about
we
it.
can respond, okay, I'll let.
At least we can
talk about it. We can
respond.
respond to the company and let them know.
Yes,
So-
absolutely.
and where this was a pre-discussion before, is anybody not willing to have the money issued out for the insurance?
Well, it
Or would
needs-
you rather have the discussion? I mean,
think-
you're always
I
gonna see the
think
check
that
stub.
You need to be notified, and we need to know
Yeah.
what it's gonna cost us, so we can take a deep breath and whatever we have to do to figure out a way to pay for it.
Okay.
So,
Because that's coming out of the funds that's left from my own, so.
Yeah, and then there's gonna be a continued cost.
Right.
So I'd kind of like to let the dust settle a little bit more and kind of get a better grasp on where we're at financially exactly and get the quote before we make a
And
decision.
look at all the numbers,
Yeah.
okay,
I think
sounds
we're gonna
good,
have several options
sounds
for
good.
it. I mean, we can make payments, or we can pay it all off at once, or quarterly, or whatever. I'm sure we can negotiate with them. Okay, well, that's news.
News.
That's good, not bad. Just news. New business. We have to rescind resolution 2023-01 EFT controls. We have a resolution on the books that references how we handle electronic funds transfers. Need to, I will entertain a motion to rescind that resolution.
This is in our old policy right now. I would suggest to take this out because it's giving me control of moving money.
Yeah.
If you guys want to look at it, you can, but this is the original copy.
I had a chance to read
I
it.
read
Yeah.
it too.
Did you guys see
It
it?
say that the treasurer clerk is the administrator for electronic transfers. And
Yeah, and moving money in. So that's my suggestion for you guys.
What number is that resolution?
It's resolution number 2023-01.
Okay. Thank you. We're gonna make a motion to rescind that, or?
Yes.
I'll make a motion to rescind resolution 2023-01 EFT controls.
I'll second that.
Have to be,
All in favor?
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the motion is passed. Commissioner reports.
A couple things I wanted to run by the mayor and the council. Can you tell me where you guys are at on the Department of Commerce grant on updating your comp plan for a climate component? Have you guys heard about that?
Yes.
And where are you at on it?
We are at the point where we opted in with the county to have you guys do it all for us.
You did opt in with the county, we taking the lead. Did you formally do that?
Yes, we
Yeah, we
did,
did.
it's in our meeting minutes.
It's in your meeting minutes, okay. We might get you a letter just to redoing that. Our process, we're starting over again with our process of doing that. So I just wanted to make sure that was done. I wasn't sure where you were at on it. Sounds good. That's what I wanted to accomplish.
Okay.
That was it. That's all I had for you.
No, thank you.
I might sneak out of here because you guys have a busy night.
I've got another, I'll say it right now before I move on to fire. I'd like to ask the council to allow the clerk to amend whatever procedure is in place to construct the agenda, to move the commissioner, sheriff, and fire reports to item number 3 on the agenda, so that they don't have to sit through this stuff.
Oh, I know.
I know, but there may be times, I would just as soon get that over with. I don't know what we have to do, but I think we can just say, please.
Yeah. Motion to pass.
All right, I'm sorry, fire.
All right, so I have numbers for the month of September. We had a total of 168 calls for the month. The town of Metaline had 0 calls, fire and EMS, the same as they had last year at this time. I will say last year last year at this time we had a total of 117 calls, so you can see we've had an uptick of approximately 40 more calls. So, 50 more calls. But any questions on that? Calls for the town, calls for the fire district. We do still have the ambulances out on mode. So we have a couple still out on Lower Sugarloaf Fire, working for the fire district. And other than that, I'm gonna let Chief Haynes go ahead and present.
Sorry. Well, hello. Been a long time since seen you. Good job. Very impressed. Very impressed with you guys. So the reason why I want to speak to you is, as you guys have probably seen in the news or heard, Fire District 4 in the southern part of the county would like to merge into Fire District 2, making us, of course, the largest fire district. Well, we're almost the largest fire district in the state of Washington as far as geographic, but it certainly would. It makes complete sense. So I want to talk to the residents here about that. And the upside is that they're rolling into us, meaning that all of their assets, all of their tax base, everything, that comes to our management team. The reason that we ran a 5-person board initially was so that we would have a distinct operational and political advantage with respect to a merger, because their board is 3 and our board is 3. We were a bit concerned that if we did see the merger on the horizon, we were a bit concerned that if they rolled into us, that 3 of their commissioners could basically kind of put a block to our business operations. And although we wear a public corporation patch, I think you guys all know that we're really more of a business than we are when they roll into it. So what are they? Their tax base is about $400,000 a year. They have 4 fire stations, and they have a financial footprint of about $5.9 million, excluding real estate. So we're talking about buildings and contents, and we're talking about rolling apparatus. We will end up picking up 2 of their staff and bringing them on board. That's their fire chief now. He'll become one of our deputy fire chiefs, one of our operational deputy fire chiefs. And there is no downside to Fire District 2 with respect to them merging into us. It is a financial win for us, and it'll give us a little bit more tax base. We're never going to come back to the constituency and ask for a levy lid lift again, ever. We are doing fairly well. Just like Chief McCannery said, our wildland division, we've been growing out each year. This year will be the largest year for us. We have over 400 days on the fire line between Oregon and Washington, and those days equivalent to gross fund about $3,200 a day per unit to $5,000 a day per unit. So we have 2 ambulances working the Lower Sugarloaf fire right now. One is making $32.49 a day. The other one is making $49.99 a day. So net each day we're doing about $5,800. We just got reports back today that with the weather conditions, the way that they look, and it's a large complex fire, they melted 2 fires together, that we might be on that fire until January. Usually we're kicked by the end of October. So we've got a lot of things going on. I did bring a truck up. I don't know if you guys seen the big truck in the parking lot. We're really proud of that because we've been very successful with our wildland firefighting operations, but we do see a niche in this where there's a shortage of dozers on that, and this is just the beginning of being able to put dozers out on the fire line to drive revenue back to the fire district. It looks like this year we'll do a net sales. This year we'll do $1.4 million in a 4-month period. Yes, sir.
Out of curiosity, Fire District 4, I mean, this is gonna be a plus for them too, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Financially. I mean,
Absolutely. So they have a,
consolidating management.
yeah, so they really struggle with the economic problems, with inflation and their tax base and the regulations that it takes to run a fire department. They only have 2 full-time employees, and they run a very big area, so it's a big win for them. They're really about a 400. The way they write their budget is interesting. We don't write it that way, but they do. It's their tradition, where they write grants that they have not been gotten yet into their budget. So their budget will be $1 million, but actually at the end of the year, if they don't get that, then they'll end up with like $400,000. That's really what they are. We last year, so starting back when Blake and I started managing the fire department together, our budget was about $400,000 with about $100,000 to carry over a year. Okay, so we had to figure out, we were in the same boat he was. So we had to figure out how we're going to do that. We're going to work every day of our lives for the next century, or we're going to figure out some sort of business strategy to make it work. So we went 400, 600,000, 800,000, 1.3, 1.6, 1.9, 1.9, took over South County with EMS operations, went 2.9, did 3.3 in revenue. And then this year we will write a $3.4 million budget. We'll probably drive in about 3.8 million. And we meet on Friday with some officials from Stevens County, where we are working on taking over advanced life support services in northern Stevens County. If we do that, there's a potential that overnight we will double in size and we will double in revenue. So there's a lot of things on the horizon for the fire district. We have kinetic momentum. We have goodwill. We have a good reputation, and we do not violate the ethos or ethics or morality of our fire department. And with that, over the years, it's really worked out for us, and everything is going really well for us. So I would encourage everybody that's a resident in Fire District 2 to vote in the affirmative on the merger. It is a benefit for the entire county overall. We are down south anyways right now. We have been supporting Fire District 4 to have an ambulance to serve their constituency. We give them $8,666 a month so that they can pay stipends to put an ambulance in their area. Okay, so it only makes sense for us. We're already invested down there. And we'll be a fire district that runs from the Canadian border to the Idaho border, because the advanced life support license that we have is also germane to the town of Newport. So we're in charge of advanced life support, paramedic services from Newport all the way up here. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. Yes, sir, Mayor.
Another question. You're not eternal. So, you've got procedures and processes in place to be able to sustain this.
Yeah.
And if something happened to you, like this is going to be able to continue growing and
Yeah.
doing what you're doing now is awesome. It's really impressive.
We were worried about that in our honeymoon period when we were transitioning from 400,000 to 600 to 800. That, of course, that was the continuity, right? Continuity in command was a real issue because we couldn't afford it. We have hired some great leaders. In fact, today, literally, we just hired the regional manager for DNR to work for us in our wildland division. That's a big deal. And we wouldn't walk him out on the plank if we didn't think that we could do it. We have people beating on our door when other fire departments have people that they have problems gaining people. We literally have 12 applicants that want to work for us that we don't have jobs for. So we're in a good place right now. And we feel really proud of that, and we feel really proud of the services that we're providing, and it's only going to get better into the future. Yes, sir.
Geographically, what's Fire District 4?
Fire District 4 runs from Tacoma Creek all the way to the town of Newport, and then from west side Kalispell to the other side, right across to the tribe.
Okay, so that fire station I see on Session cut off,
That is Beaufort, that's Station 32, that's
Yeah.
South Ponderay Fire. and
Okay.
Rescue.
Yep,
so the one at Sullivan Lake, Clark Creek, was that part of this?
it is.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Any other questions? I want to praise you guys. You guys are really kicking it. I mean, I remember coming here 8 years ago and saying, hey, we'd like to do fire and rescue services with you. And you're like, new guy from California, get out. And, especially your commissioner there.
Come on. Say that, I just thought.
And we feel super blessed that we've been able to integrate the communities together and the fire service together. It's been a complete success story. I know that you guys have had some issues here, and really tough, right? Just really tough. Small town stuff's really tough. And I really want to congratulate you on the board, the professionalism. Great, really good job on the response to that. That's just great. It's so adequate and so professional. It's just, sometimes it takes a valley to be able to go uphill and hit the peak again. And I just think you guys are everything's gonna pan out.
I think everyone on the council thinks we made the right decision. So.
Yeah.
I got a question over here.
Yes, sir.
You guys are growing, it sounds like exponentially. When are we gonna get to the point to where the insurance companies recognize we got top flight
Yeah.
firefighters around?
You're gonna get hosed.
Yeah.
That's never going away. It's gross.
Already.
We've
It's-
attempted actually to ask them to come and reevaluate, and you don't even get to really do that. It's like they're their own game. you
Yeah.
know?
We did maintain the 7 rating that the town of Metaline has.
They don't care
For
anymore.
5 miles around, but
And
beyond that.
we write letters continuously for
Yeah.
homeowners, letting them know, for their insurance companies. And a lot of insurance agents will call in the hope, they get the letter from me and they're in the hope that it's gonna fix things, and it doesn't.
Right.
And no matter how close they are to a manned fire station,
Yeah.
it seems to make no difference.
Yeah.
Response time should make some difference, and you guys have got excellent response times.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about
I
that.
think it's just the insurance rep.
Okay.
It is.
Council reports. Jim, you're first.
I just have a question. I've asked this before, and I was kind of curious about the swing and the slide in the park.
I have no news on that.
They
Anyone
were
know?
being addressed, and I think that ball got dropped.
Okay. And does,
It's still there, right? The swing and the slide
Yes.
is still there. It needs to be,
The slide was cut in half or something happened to
no,
it. It needs to-
it broke off one of the legs.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, and it just needs to be
We need somebody to weld that.
okay.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's going to be an operation. I mean, when we dug up the swing, I mean, it was like two Volkswagens full of cement holding up those poles. Because there's only 2 poles holding the swing. And so it's going to be,
Well, if you could show me where they're at, maybe I could evaluate them and maybe I
okay,
could
there
round
should be.
round up a posse.
The last time I saw them, they were right down by the little gray building in the park.
There by
Okay.
that little.
I'll go
shed.
down there and dig around.
Okay,
All right.
call me and I'll go down there with
The
you.
cement's still
Okay.
attached.
Yeah, the concrete's still on the post, so
Yeah,
there's a lot of work to be done with that.
yeah, big old chunks.
It would be great to see them back in the park.
Yeah, it sure would be. I'll look into that and if I gotta volunteer some time or whatever to bust up concrete or dig some post holes or something, I'd
Let
love
us know
to
what
see
you
those.
need
Okay.
and we'll put out the word and you'll get help.
All right.
Amanda?
I don't have any updates.
Danny?
I really don't have anything on the cemetery. Working on trying to remap and find things. We're finding some discrepancies.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to spend a day and I go through.
It's probably gonna take 1 or 2, and I'll be glad to help. Somebody walking through the cemetery with a cell phone, talking to somebody here that's got the plot map and just figure
We've
out
had a lot of inquiries
I think
of people
most
that
of it is
have paid.
right, but it's just hard to understand because there's been too many people involved in doing it, so.
We just want our book that shows what they own, what they paid for, to reflect what the map says also.
Yeah,
So,
that would be good.
yeah,
We'd like to know how many people are actually buried up there.
yes. So that's what I'm gonna be working on.
Alicia?
Well, we are working, beautification is working on the trunk or treat. And actually Robin Flanagan is here. You're more than welcome to hop in because I'm sure I'll forget some stuff. It's the 25th of October, so the Saturday before Halloween.
The Saturday before?
Yes, Saturday before Halloween,
Okay.
2 to 4.
Yes.
And we would like people to register their vehicles. We've got some forms out, they're online. They can contact me, Robin, look on
Well,
Facebook.
every chance you get up there and beat the drum,
Yeah.
because I've been asked, I said, what do we have to do, make sure that they've got enough RSVPs to carry on, and that,
Yeah.
my daughter has.
We want people to be at the park with their vehicles decorated starting at 1:30. We're still looking for a few volunteers. It's not going to be nearly as big as the Monster Mash was.
More
This is-
expensive.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
no blow up toys.
No,
or anything
no.
like that.
It's literally the kids going from car to car trick or treating. We will have hot cider, or hot chocolate and coffee. Yep,
cider.
costume contest
And cider.
and cider. No food, we're still debating popcorn. Think that's about it.
Other than the prizes for the costume.
Right,
contest.
first, second, and third place
Yeah,
prizes for each age group.
And we're gonna kind of keep all the cars there until basically the kids leave. We wanna make sure it's real safe and no accidents happen with kids. So that's why we want everybody to be there at 1:30, no later than 1:30, so we can get you all situated and parked. And then by 4:30, you should be able to leave. We'll just make sure there's always somebody around the car to make sure there's no kids behind you when you're leaving.
Okay.
Did you guys get your event insurance yet?
Yep, I got it. I will show it to you tomorrow to
Will
make
you
sure it's.
send me a copy of it when you
I
get
just
it?
sent my email.
Okay.
Yeah, I just want you to look at it to make sure it's fine before I
Say
commit
yes.
to her, yeah. Lee, you mentioned you have somebody down there for us?
Yes, on
Okay.
the 25th,
Yes.
we'll have a vehicle
Awesome.
and camp.
Great, thank you.
Thank you.
You're gonna be in costume too, aren't you?
As a firefighter.
I was gonna say.
Exactly, if you wore your street clothes, that would be your real costume.
He doesn't know me, I wouldn't recognize him.
Exactly, yeah. Short jeans and a t-shirt would be a costume, would be a perfect.
Rick, play on the ladder.
Not much, the park's looking good, we did get the pole up. You can actually see it from the mini mart if you look just right.
Really?
Yeah.
We'll be putting a flag on it on Veterans Day, and there's a little plaque that goes with it, but we'll be doing that all on Veterans Day morning to put the flag up. We got the flag, we got everything we're supposed to have, it looks good.
Yeah, it was-
Went up without any major.
Yeah, but it was, I don't know, I think they did a lot of planning. It went up pretty smooth and it was fun to watch. I even videoed it.
I didn't even know this was it.
It's impressive. Okay, where are we at? Treasurer's report. Jade will present the treasurer's report.
Okay, treasurer's report for September, bills and payroll. So all of our claims, checks, which would be expenditures, were a total of $27,690.36. Payroll was $4,334.61. So that brings the total expenditures for that month of September to $32,024.97. Our September revenue was $69,990.18. I did include the balances. I don't know if you guys want me to read this out loud.
That'd be great.
Okay, Wheeland bank account balances as of today, October 8th, 2025. Checking account has $5,877.71. The money market account has $60,217.27. Going over stuff today and with Tim's new policy, well, the whole council's new policy, we are a month behind on approving payroll, I believe, because I would usually run it on the 26th of this month, which would be October, and you guys would need to approve that at the meeting right now. So I put October's payroll on there. It's the same as September, and that's the $4,334.61. That way we can do 2 months in one. Did I make that? Sorry, that was
It makes
We
confusing.
want to do whatever we have to do to avoid late payments and make sure that the employees get their checks on time.
But that's not including the raise, right?
No, his raise would become effective in November. It would be on his November.
Okay, okay, I get it.
Oh, sorry. And then here is bills. Alicia and Amanda did look at them today. Did you guys grab my the check register and receipt register?
I have a chance.
Okay, never mind. Amanda's got it. And Alicia did, initial those, so she did go through.
When you get to the power bill, Amanda actually brought it up
At the
last
meeting.
meeting about the cemetery, how it looked really high. JP and I noticed that the heater had been turned on in the pump house really high. And so we've turned that completely off. He's turned off the water, he's turned off all power up there.
The sprinkler systems are off. There should be a decrease in.
Well, the heater needs to go back on
But
when
there's,
it drops, but
he's unhooked the water.
Because it's still
that doesn't matter. I mean, the pipes, the water's sitting in the pipes down there,
Not if they're blown out.
still
Should be fine.
just blowing them out and everything.
Yeah, there's no water.
I don't know, like the cemetery 363 tire.
It's more than it was before.
What the heck? Could we just have,
So there's gotta be outside lights, I would imagine, right? Is there lights up there at all?
yeah, but that's a whole different account.
Okay.
Heated
Yeah, I
graves.
couldn't tell you why there's a tower there, you know, there's nothing there.
We just did that a couple weeks ago.
It lags. It lags.
We just need to have
That was a
PUD
month
come up.
ago. That was a month ago.
When we turned it off.
ago.
Oh, wait, never mind.
Yeah.
Alright, never mind. I was
Couple weeks
thinking
ago we
something
did that.
So we'll keep monitoring that.
I would have PUD come up maybe,
Okay,
and have them show you exactly what this bill pertains
because
to.
there's not really a breakdown.
Because it's not making sense with all the lights we have here in town.
Yeah.
And then that's,
Some of them
that's
most
crazy.
expensive.
We will call them. Sorry.
Did you get copies?
I did not.
Okay, I'll make you copies.
Oh, I thought that was my email, yeah, I do have a
I
copy
was
of that.
wondering if there is one.
And hopefully
There
these
used
will
to be one
change
mounted
next
on
week.
It shouldn't be drawing that much power.
Well, there is one.
No,
I can
I'm
pull
not-
it from, I figured it out
I'm just saying
today.
that
I can pull
they
it
had a
from
light up
Spring
there
Road.
for the flag.
Oh,
You have to have it.
I started reconciling
Bear was talking about buying a.
project.
Yeah,
So the numbers might be off for like the,
yeah.
That would light the flag.
there's gonna be some numbers that are off, but our monthly numbers will be on,
okay.
if that makes sense. The
Yeah.
more that I reconcile through,
Our books should match what's in the bank, that's all.
they'll start matching.
Yeah, I want to get with you at sometime in November before the next meeting and kind of sit down and we'll go through the new checklist
According,
and kind of wrap my mind around what these numbers actually reflect. 'Cause
Yeah.
according to your procedures and your plan, there's gonna be two people, one council member and the mayor.
And the mayor, yeah.
Or we can have two council members. I mean, I review them when I sign the checks. But we set up a meeting date, just the day before the meeting, the council meeting.
Maybe
the time.
Friday before, yeah.
Well, even, it doesn't take that long. Just to
It
go
just
sit down
takes a
with
while to
Jade
be
and go
able to-
through it, and everybody, instead of, traipsing through and bothering Jade 2 or 3 times a month.
Yeah, I think maybe the Friday or the Monday before the meeting, if we could get together and you can just walk me through what you do and I can really wrap my head around how much money we actually make in every month.
Right,
It'd help me make decisions a lot easier.
it's hard right now,
Yeah.
our numbers are everywhere.
Yeah,
Yeah, we can totally do that, and a lot of, the steps that you have in here, I pulled, just because I was curious to see what it would look like.
yeah,
It's actually a really minimum amount of reports to run, because one treasurer's report has almost all that information on it,
yeah.
and then just adding the
That's also
reconciliation
Spring Road,
and stuff.
right?
Yeah, and
And
it's
we
all in
pay them
Spring
an
Road.
awful lot of money to make sure that gets,
Yeah, and
take care of that with them. Push the button. Okay, I still need a motion to accept the
there's
treasurer's
still
report.
all of their stuff.
Uh-oh.
Rick and I haven't seen them.
And then, yeah, if you want to have these checks done too.
Yeah.
Okay, check register is money out.
No.
These are bills that are getting paid. Receipt register is money in.
Certain amount that, like, they can't go over paying without going through.
Yeah, I think that would be good. This is just a starting point. I'd love to see this amended more and more and make it kind of fit our needs.
There should be some bills.
Okay.
Think it's tomorrow as I'm sending that.
Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
Maybe if you had some time too, I'd like to sit down with you and kind of, I like your idea of making sure that we're voting on everything, and making sure that the bills line up. We don't pay them until after we vote on them.
I think you guys could do it too, even if you were like, hey, we know this one's coming up, let's pay it like 4 months in advance. Avoid the late fees,
Yeah.
because our meetings don't always line up.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're good now.
just ahead of time.
And then, Jade, at our executive session,
Yeah, I'll
you
tell
had asked
them.
us to kind of prioritize some
Bills, that's,
bills.
I
Okay,
don't
that's
know
for the
if you
bill
would
section.
wanted to do that tonight or not.
Okay, yeah, I kind of broke down my top 5 out of that list, but
I have mine too, compared to the same.
yeah, we're pretty much right
And
on
I
the
will
money.
initial these tomorrow. I can do it right now if you want, but
We can do it tomorrow.
I'll be here
We still
tomorrow.
have more for you guys to do. Yeah, just put them in that folder.
I'll be signing those tomorrow. I have
fine.
Oh, look at this. Oh, this is this, isn't it?
This is,
This is
money out.
This is incoming, and this is bills.
Right, yeah, that's right, right there.
Here.
It's this right here, yeah, I was just gonna say, this is exactly what's in there, so yeah. That's the deal.
Did you see that the fuel account has dropped very significantly? Like dropped? I don't know.
Could be.
It could be.
Awesome.
Our fuel.
Yeah, it's really dropped.
Crazy.
Did you guys want to pay any of the outstanding creditors?
Yeah, I think we should.
Okay.
Want to just read off what you've got there?
As far as the outstanding debts we have that we went over in the executive session, my priorities would be the filters, the filter company for the $6,112, our gas bill, the state auditor, Department of Ecology, and L&I. And then I would just go ahead and pay that organ bill too, because it's tiny, and just move it out of there. And the rest of them, maybe we can chip away at a little bit at a time.
What's that bottom line, when you repay those?
What was that total on those?
The total on those ones, I don't have that right off the top of my head. I mean, that's the total of all of them?
That's everything.
Yeah, that would be,
I just sort of pay that.
We're not able to do that, that's why we have to chip away at them. We need that money for insurance.
Yeah, I remember you guys will have that insurance. I did talk to AWC today, the RMSA insurance, and they said that they will do a breakdown of payments with us. If you guys wanted to kind of do a roundabout discussion of what you guys would kind of like to see for that, for the upcoming.
Yeah. They're gonna get back to us
They'll get back
and
to
let
us.
us know what's going on, whether we can make payments or whether we give them a little lump sum to
so
drive
that,
the balance down.
that totals $14,161.68 for that, that's for those 6. $14,161.68.
Okay, for the 6 of them.
Yeah.
So that's gonna, we can vote to give her permission to pay those bills.
Well, we gotta accept the treasurer's report. I think bills is next on the agenda.
Yeah.
Yeah, do your treasurer's report first, please.
I'd like to make a motion to accept the treasurer's report for the month of September.
Second,
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, approve the monthly bills.
I make a motion to approve the monthly bills
And to include the ones that we just listed.
and to include the ones that we determined were priority.
Okay, I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that motion is passed. Now we're down to, does anyone want to make a public comment?
Sure, I do. My name is Bill Basson. I'm a resident here in Metaline. When did you put out the agenda? When did that come out? Today? Did you post it today?
This morning.
The agenda for tonight, did you post it for today?
Yeah, I sent
You
it
didn't
out.
post it yesterday,
No, I sent it out to the council members yesterday morning.
okay? You know, you're supposed to we post it out front 24 hours ahead?
No, I didn't know that, Bill.
Okay.
I didn't
You
notice,
did?
I knew that, and I didn't notice, I didn't look, because I get it in an email. So we will make sure that that's taken care of next month.
You say it's 24 hours?
Yeah, minimum 24 hours.
Anything else?
No, you'll get an email from me tomorrow, thank you.
Okay, we need
We
a
should
motion.
kill him for that, for fuck's sakes, man.
The chair will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Real quick, I have some.
Yes,
You talking to me?
excuse me, Dennis has the floor.
Dennis Flanagan, in light of everything JP does, all the different hands, I just want to offer my services for when needed I'll take care of cleaning the restrooms in the park and trash and all that, because if there's an emergency going on, he doesn't have time for that stuff. And I would need access to cleaning supplies and go.
Okay.
We appreciate that, Dennis, thank you.
Yes.
Thanks.
You can grab one of us and we'll go help you.
It didn't take that long.
Okay. Need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion to adjourn. I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Autumn.
I did.